I'm Amba Kulkarni. I am the founding head of the Department of Sanskrit Studies, University of Hyderabad. And I have come here to attend the World Sanskrit Conference. I am one of the conveners for the panel, the theme, Computational Sanskrit and Digital Humanities. So we have around 12 presentations in this, and just yesterday the presentations were over and we had a very good interactive session. Kathmandu is a very beautiful city. Uh, we can see the mountain ranges, and we visited Pashupatinath, of course, and also the Buddha Nilakantha. It's a serene view. I was I didn't want to come back to the conference when I visited that place. I wanted to stay there. It's so calm and quiet. And I will be visiting few other places. We came one day in advance so that we could visit some of these places. And after the conference again, we will visit some more places. Nepal I consider is as a part of India. So Sanskrit is everywhere there. And of course, Nepali is written in Devanagari script, so we can read and we can see how close the words are to Hindi and how they are borrowed from Sanskrit. The influence of Sanskrit we can see everywhere. So actually, my background is in mathematics and computer science. But uh, when I was in my late 20s, I came across one good article on how Panini's grammar is useful for computational linguistics. This article was written by Professor Vinit Chaitanya and Professor Rajiv Sangal from IIT Kanpur. And that was the moment I decided, yes, I want to do this. Because uh, Panini's grammar is very systematic. Uh, People appreciate that Panini is the foremost programmer. And at the same time, uh, the mathematics has a language which is very, I think I should rephrase this. Okay, so these 2, 3 sentences you can delete. Okay, so I am a student of mathematics and I also love languages. And what I found in Panini's grammar is mathematical in nature. And my father actually introduced me to the grammar of mathematics and mathematics of Panini's grammar. That was something, a kind of uh, another view or another, uh, what should I say? That no, that was another trigger point for me to come to Sanskrit. So these are the two things: Panini's grammar and its usefulness to computational linguistics or computer science, and my interest in mathematics and languages brought me to this field. And then I did my in uh, masters in technology from IIT Kanpur uh, in computer science and engineering, but with focus on natural language processing. And at that time, I was also introduced to the Navya Nyaya texts, where a technical language is used to express the Shabda Bodha or the cognition or the perception. And that again was another trigger point for me for looking at Sanskrit texts from the information theoretic point of view. And this is how I got into Sanskrit. But I was doing a kind of work which is a kind of peripheral, not uh, Sanskrit per se. I was using this knowledge in Sanskrit for developing various computational tools, etc., for modern Indian languages. In 2006, I got an opportunity to join the Department of Sanskrit Studies as the founding member, and uh, from that point of view, from that point of time, uh, I have been into Sanskrit studies. I have not looked back, and I have been pursuing Sanskrit since 2006. See, in mathematics, you have the formulae, right? Something like the formula for circle is x square plus y square equal to 1, something like that. So, what are you doing is you are, there is an abstraction, and then you express that abstraction through some formulae. Panini did the same thing for languages. So, for example, um, a simple sandhi rule which says that e, u, ru, lu change to a, o, I, o if they are followed by a vowel. So, so what he did is, if we want to write this, we will have to prepare a table, e, u, ru, lu, followed by any vowel. E changes to ya, u changes to v, etc. Panini devised some abstract mechanism, and he says iko yanachi, something like x square plus y square equal to 1. So ik stands for iururlu, yan stands for yavarala, and ach stands for all the vowels. And then he used vibhaktis, ik with shashti vibhakti, yan with prathama vibhakti, ach with saptami vibhakti. And then this means ik changes to yan if it is followed by ach. So he devised a technical language or a meta language, uh, and this meta language is very much similar to the language which is used in programming. It's very much similar to the context sensitive grammar that is uh, used to describe the programming languages. So this attracted again me, being a mathematician and a computer scientist. The way Panini has structured the grammar. I know this is not very easy to understand for a layperson, but if you can relate it with mathematics, see how the circle, we know what we, as a layman, we know the shape of the circle, but what is that circle? If you want to define what is a circle, how do you define? You define it as there is a center point, and from that center point, all the points that are equidistant from that center point, the set of all those points, they form a circle. And this was expressed in mathematical terms by some equation, x square plus y square equal to 1, etc. So similar kind of techniques were used by Panini for describing the rules or the various kinds of phenomena that happen in language. So let me give a little background to this. Essentially, what the group who is dedicated towards computational linguistics is doing is uh, they are trying to develop various computational tools so that we can understand Sanskrit. It is said that to learn Sanskrit, you have to learn the grammar with a guru for 12 years. But what we would like to do is reduce that time, 12 years, to say 12 months or maybe 12 weeks. And in order to do this, we are using the computational technology. And since Panini's grammar is computational, and not just Panini's grammar, but there are theories of Shabda Bodha in Indian tradition which deal about which tell us how to understand a sentence, how to understand a text. All the theory behind it is given. And what we would like to do is use these theories to develop computational tools, a platform using which anybody who is interested in understanding Sanskrit texts can understand them. So, for example, I want to understand the first sloka from Meghaduta. I am taking Meghaduta because just 2-3 days ago it was Ashadhasya Prathama Divasa, and Kalidas uh, wrote this Meghaduta on this day. So the very first sloka is very complicated with lot of compounds in it and so on. If we want to understand that sloka, we need to do the sandhi vichcheda, because in Sanskrit there is a tendency to join the words together. Uh, because it's a oral tradition, we don't have any pauses in between the words. We just speak continuously. So we need to split the words. After splitting the words, we need to understand what is the suffix that is attached to the root and understand the meaning, etc. All these things can be done mechanically. So uh, the all the researchers who are working in this field, they are trying to develop various computational tools which will facilitate the understanding of Sanskrit texts, or which will facilitate the translation from Sanskrit to other languages or from other languages to Sanskrit, which will facilitate information extraction from Sanskrit and so on. So the first symposium on Sanskrit computational linguistics was held in 2007 in Paris. Professor Gerard Huet was the uh, researcher, scientist who, along with, he approached me, and then both of us decided to have this conference, the symposium in Paris in 2007. Then we had several such symposia. In 2008 we had another one followed in the Brown University, in 2009 in Hyderabad, Central University Hyderabad. Then in 2010 we had it in JNU Delhi. 2012 we had it in IIT Bombay. 2019 we had it in IIT Kharagpur, and recently in 2024, 22, 22, 2023, I think, we had it in Pondicherry. And simultaneously in the World Sanskrit Conference, we are having these panels since 2015. So in 2015, we had the first panel on Sanskrit computational linguistics. The second in 2018, we renamed it as Computational Sanskrit and Digital Humanities. And then it is followed by another session at Canberra, Australia. And now again we are here. So the papers that are presented, they range from optical character recognition, uh, ASR, that is automatic speech recognition, to text synthesis, text analysis and synthesis. OCR is a technology, optical character recognition, where you convert an image into text. We have several manuscripts, or we have several books in PDF or image format which are not searchable. We want to make them searchable. So OCR is a technology which makes it searchable. So such technology is being developed. So some of the papers were on from that point of view. What are the challenges? How to develop OCRs efficiently? Those things were discussed. The second aspect was the speech recognition uh, or speech synthesis, both. So suppose you have the Vedic recitation, or suppose somebody speaks in Sanskrit, can machine understand it or translate it to other languages. We know that uh, there are engines which take dictation in English. Can we have can we build a system where dictation is in Sanskrit? I speak in Sanskrit and machine types it in Sanskrit automatically. The text is generated. Can we have such engines? So that is the speech recognition. So there are few groups who are developing speech recognition engines, or they are developing um engines which can convert the Vedic recitation into the normal text format and so on. And the other way also, speech synthesis, so that uh, if I write something, machine should speak it in Sanskrit. So this is another aspect. The third aspect is how to process the text. Say, for example, uh, I have some Sanskrit text, okay, and I want to translate it into English or some other language. Then what are the challenges there? Or there is so much information available on the web in Sanskrit, and I want to search something, but I do not know Sanskrit. So I will give the query in English, and machine automatically translates the query into Sanskrit. It searches, and the search text is again converted back to English and produced to us. So are these things possible? If they are, then what are the challenges there? What needs to be done? What kind of data is needed? What kind of technology is needed? How we can collaborate on with each other to build such technology? These are some of the things. Then another issue is, suppose we know that a lot of the Ayurveda texts, for example, these are in Sanskrit. And in Ayurveda colleges, very rarely the texts are taught in Sanskrit language. They are taught in vernacular languages. Is it possible to teach all these texts in Sanskrit so that students can understand the original text in a better way? So we are trying to build various technologies which will assist a teacher to teach Sanskrit texts directly instead of going through the translations. And then while doing this, we face many challenges because of the syntax, the structure of Sanskrit language used in such technical or scientific texts, how to deal with them. These are the things which we are looking at. Uh, or if there are different dictionaries available, how to link them so that somebody who is searching some words can get various senses uh, linked, uh, the the various senses linked to various dictionaries, or sorry, this you cut and then okay. So there are various dictionaries available, but there is a need to link these dictionaries together so that I can search a word not in just one dictionary but all the dictionaries at a time. So this is again another challenging task, because all, every dictionary maker, the lexicographer, has his own principles in mind while making the dictionaries, and while linking the dictionaries there might be such some challenges because of the different organization of these. And so the question is how to link them. Can we do it semi automatically? So this is another uh, paper which was presented. uh, then there are many Vedic resources available, resources for Vedas, such as translations, analysis, word analysis, mantras split into various suktas, split into various sorry mantras split into various suktas or smaller sentences and so on. How to align all these resources so that you can present them in a meaningful way to a person who is interested in uh, reading and understanding Vedas. So this is another topic which was dealt with. So there were several such allied things, several, uh, again we will cut, okay. So there were around 12 papers which were presented, and all these scholars, they are uh, from all over the world. Many of them were from India, but some of them were also from abroad, like Japan, Germany, and other countries. So this is where our technology actually is useful. We call this technology human in loop. So what we do is we try to present the original text in, we try to present it in various levels, like various dimensions. The first dimension, of course, is the shloka is split into words. So now you know that the shloka has these words. It is possible that the same shloka can be split in different way to give some different meaning. Okay, so whatever possible ways are, all these ways we show to the human being, and it's the human being who has to choose. So it is the intelligence of the human being, pratibha of the human being, which will operate, and the human being will select, oh, I want to have, I would like to explore this meaning and see whether it fits there. Then the words that are split, for each word we also provide various uh, analysis. See, in Sanskrit, the in English we have the prepositions and the words separated, like in the school. But in Sanskrit, we write it together. Okay, so in Sanskrit, I say Sanskrute. So that A is used, or uh, Ramabhyam. Bhyam is used, added to Rama. So what our machine does is, what is the meaning of Rama? What is the meaning of Bhyam? Or in Ramena, what is the meaning of Rama? What is the meaning of Ena? These we give separately. So now the user knows what are the meaningful units in a given word and how to make sense out of it. So if I'm told by machine that in Ramena you have Rama and some third case or Tritiya Vibhakti, meaning of which is either with or by. So now I know that Ramena is by Ram or with Ram. Okay. So I will know meaning of each of these words, and then I will try to link these words myself to understand the whole meaning of the whole sentence. Or machine can further help me, saying that, okay, in this sentence, this is the main activity, and this is being described, and the doer of that activity is this. He is doing these things with the help of these things. Suppose such information is given, you can understand the whole context in a better way. So, so this is what we are trying to do, and such tools are already available. Okay, you can note down two sites. One is the heritage, uh, Sanskrit heritage website, Sanskrit heritage platform. This is at in the France, and the other one is Sansadhani. This Sansadhani is Samskrita Sadhanani. Sadhana is tool. So Samskrita Sadhanani, the tools that are useful for Sanskrit understanding or Sanskrit analysis, these are all hosted in on the Sansadhani platform. These are already there. We also have various texts analyzed in this way, which you can use as readers. Now, what is also happening is with the chat GPT and other things, you are able to get the Sanskrit, the translations of Sanskrit texts, their meanings, and so on, but their machine is doing mistakes. So we have to be very cautious, careful while looking at those translations. They might be misleading. So here I remember uh, on Panini's grammar, Patanjali Maharshi has written a Mahabhashya. Mahabhashya is a big commentary. And in that commentary, he discusses 5 reasons why one should learn the grammar. And those principles, I would say, are eternal in the sense he had written them some 2000 years ago, but till today they are relevant. And they are Raksha is the first principle. You have to protect the text. And in order to protect the text, you need to know the grammar. Otherwise, the text will be misinterpreted. The second one is Uha. Uha is guessing or extending the grammar to something which is not earlier done. So maybe we extend it to other languages, such as same Panini's grammar we extend to handle modern Indian languages or even Nepalese for that matter. The third one is Agama. Agama is all the Vedic texts. We need to protect them, we need to understand them. For that, we need to know the grammar. And the fourth one is grammar is for condensation. As I said, Panini wrote these formulae like the sutras, which we call in Panini's grammar. These are the condensed forms like mathematical formulae. So, in similar way, we develop these tools which provide the meaning of various words, etc., in a compact form, and your efforts to learn the language are reduced. And the final is asandeha. Asandeha is no ambiguity. There should not be any ambiguity. See, if I'm communicating with you and if it has double meanings, there is a problem. I should communicate with you in a way which is where there are no doubts, so that you can understand the text understand what I am saying, or understand the Sanskrit text in a unambiguous way. So these are the 5 principles, and we try to follow these 5 principles while building this technology. And in today there was a keynote address by me in the same in our conference, where I spoke on Sanskrit in the age of artificial intelligence. And I said, even today, these 5 principles are relevant, and we need to follow these 5 principles while building the technology. So, I would like to end this session with a Shanti mantra. And that Shanti mantra is Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om. And maybe I will say it again, okay? I will say it in little better way. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Okay. So this particular mantra, Shanti mantra, I found it very interesting. Uh, it, I was introduced to it when I was doing my mathematics. And here the word Purna is there. So I thought Purna is something which is infinity. Purna can be zero also, okay? Uh, but I am taking this Purna as infinity. Purna Madaha, this is full. Purna Midam, this Purna Madaha, that is full. Purnam Idam, this is also full. Purnat Purnam Udachate. From this fullness came, this fullness has came, this fullness came from that fullness. Purnat Purnam Udachate. From, I would like to interpret as uh, from the Purna, another Purna gets, it is born. Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnam eva avashishyate. Purnasya Purnam adaya. Through this fullness, so that fullness remains forever full. So what is happening? Again, this is not good. The translation is not good. I was looking at the translation. I'm sorry. This attracted my attention because, see, it says this is full, Purnamadaha, that is full. So Purnamidam, this is full, Purnamadaha, that is full. Purnat Purnam Udachate. From Purna, another Purna is born. Purnasya Purnam Adaya. From Purna, if we take out Purna, Purnam eva avashishyate. What remains is again Purna. So this comes very close to the concept of infinity in mathematics. From infinity, you take out infinity, what remains is infinity. And from in one infinity, another infinity exists. So, there I found the concept of Ananta, the infinite, but at the same time, it has these, I could relate it with the mathematical properties, so I was attracted to this. There is a lot of philosophy behind it. I am not going through that philosophical part, but this is a Shanti mantra which again attracted my attention, and I thought I will end this session with this Shanti mantra.
Thank you so much.